Welcome back to Myrtles Storytime. It is that time again, and it is Wednesday, Woden's Day. We're continuing the chapter. We're continuing the book thing from Dave Williams, and now we're on chapter 24, which is being British. Mr. Meek drew some funny looks in the supermarket. What with the thing still biting onto him? Being British, he thought it best to carry on as if there was absolutely nothing at all strange about having a furry ball with one eye stuck to the end of his finger. He greeted his fellow shoppers with a smile. Good morning. Maybe speak to your parents about what it means about being British. Being British, they didn't say anything. Instead, they just smiled weakly and hurried off as fast as they could. Despite being far too big to sit in the baby seat on the shopping trolley, Myrtle insisted on squeezing herself into it. I'm allergic to walking, she announced as her parents lowered her in. Now, where are the custard creams? Asked Father. I want crisps, demanded Myrtle. No, we're not going to get crisps today, my fluffy kitten, replied Mother. Just custard creams, so we can get that thing off your poor father's finger. Myrtle never ever did what her parents said, and she wasn't going to start now. So the girl grabbed a bumper bag of crisps and dropped it into the trolley. Dink! Just those, then, lights of my life, said Mother. Nothing else. More. No more, please. Chocolate! No, we're not getting any chocolate today, Bunny Wunny, replied Father. Myrtle grabbed the biggest bar of chocolate from the shelf. Glunk! That's all now, please, dearest heart, said Father, picking up the pace and pushing the trolley as fast as he could to get to the biscuit section. The thing must have been getting hungry. Perhaps it was smelling all the food. Its eyes widened and its sharp teeth sank deeper and deeper into Mr. Meek's finger. Grrr, it growled. Cried Mr. Meek in pain. More. I said no more, please, pleaded Mother. Sweets! No, we're not getting any sweets today, Poppet, she spluttered as she desperately tried to keep up with the speeding trolley. Mr. Meek was now pushing it so fast that old ladies had to leap out of the way. Sorry, he exclaimed as some poor old deer landed in the deep freeze. Please don't apologise, she called back. I needed some frozen peas. All the time, Myrtle was grabbing bags and bags of sweets and dropping them into the trolley. Dink, dunk, dink. Soon it was overflowing with goodies. No more sweets, boo-boo, said Mr. Meek as he now sprinted down the aisle. He began to feel light-headed with the pain. It felt as if the thing was going to bite his poor finger off. Grrr! Bibbidi-bobbidi, yelled Father. Just then a bulky security guard trundled round the corner and barked, Stop that trolley! Chapter 25 is called Walked. Unwisely, the security guard was standing right in the path of a speeding trolley. Even though her hand was in a stop position, Mr. Meek just couldn't bring it to a halt. Sorry, he cried out, but it was too little too late. Boink! The trolley with Myrtle sitting still in it bashed into the security guard, sending her flying. Whiz! Laughed the girl. It's not funny, darling, corrected Mother. No, it's hilarious, was the reply. The security guard landed in the cheese section between a blue Wensleydale and a red Leicester. Fortunately, a soft cheese, a stinking bishop, cushioned her landing. Splat. Oof. Super cheese selection, remarked Mr. Meek with a smile. He was hoping that he could somehow distract the security guard from her mentioning being run over by a man with a furry ball on the end of his finger. Would you care to explain where you were going in such an unholy hurry? Demanded the security guard as she wiped the stinky goo from her bottom. We were just making a slow amble to the biscuit aisle, replied Mr. Meek, pointing with his finger momentarily forgetting that he still had the thing attached to it. "Oops," he muttered. "What's that?" demanded the guard. "What's what?" was the mocking innocent reply. "That thing." "It's a thing," interjected Myrtle. "Shh," shushed the girl's mother. "Pets are strictly forbidden in the supermarket," announced the guard. "It's not a pet," fibbed father. "Would you care to explain what it is then?" Mr. Meek thought for a moment. He wasn't good at lying. What do you think he's going to say? What? A what? Laughed Myrtle. "Shh," shushed mother. The security guard did not look convinced. She leaned in to inspect. As she got closer, her eyes narrowed and her nose wrinkled in disgust. "If it is a wart, it is the biggest, hairiest, most revolting-looking wart I've ever seen in my life." "Thank you," replied Mr. Meek. "My wart has won competitions." The thing's eye opened and swiveled to look at the security guard. "And he's got an eye? That's probably why I won." The guard looked most disturbed and demanded, "What kind of competitions?" "Wart competitions, obviously. It won first prize for furriest wart in the southwest region. I got a certificate, and my wart here got a rosette." Wart competitions were incredibly popular in medieval times, when having a face consisting entirely of warts was considered the height of beauty. The thing must have heard all this talk about being a wart because it snarled and it sank its teeth deeper. "No, no, 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 no! Your wart just growled," exclaimed the guard. "Did it? I didn't hear anything," lied Mr. Meek. "It most certainly did. Grrr, Sudoku! There it goes again." "Large warts do make a noise," lied Mr. Meek. "It's best not to be alarmed. It just means they're growing. Now, if you'll excuse me and my wart, we really must pick up that packet of custard creams. Goodbye." With that, he thrust the trolley forward and was gone. Whiz. Okay, I'll leave that there. Next chapter is called A Volcanic Explosion of Tears, Snot and Dribble.